All right, good morning, good morning. So, let's jump into some pre-market type stuff real quick. Wow, Tesla is moving. I saw that there was some news on Tesla. There's Hertz buying 10,000 cars. I don't know if that's why it's popping so much right now. But wow, Tesla is moving on up. So let's check these extended hours and see. Oh, wow. So I'll be watching Tesla. We're at all-time high, so it's really hard to find an area to short it. Honestly, maybe 1,000. I'll be watching for intraday squeezes to the long side. Or if it's looking a little weak, maybe short it. We'll see. It's just so far up here. We've got to come down soon, but at the same time, it's Tesla. So, okay, SPY. We've got SPY gapping up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. We got all-time highs, just a couple dollars away. So I'll be watching that on SPY. Qs. Qs are at 375, so about the same thing. A couple dollars away from, that is all-time highs on the Q. No, it's not. Never mind. So SPY's near all-time highs, but the Qs have some room to break out. PayPal. Okay, it's about time PayPal goes up. So PayPal has a very large, that's a pretty big gap up here. We're gonna be opening up at 254. I'm gonna draw some Fibonacci here. You know what? I'm gonna pull up Tradingview. I have a feeling that Thinkorswim's gonna be slow at the open, so I'm gonna try Tradingview today. So on PayPal, one of the bigger gappers. I'm gonna list all these real quick on my channel. So we got PayPal, Coin, BE, UPST, PHUN, Nvidia, all gapping down. Gap downs, or gapping up. Gap downs, we got pins. Facebook still getting hurt. RBLX, Roku. Okay. Gonna keep an eye on some of these. Yeah, so PayPal coming up here to 254. So if we draw a little Fibonacci on this, 50% is 256. The 61.8 is 260. So I'll be keeping an eye on those levels. This is a pretty big gap up on PayPal. We're kind of right in this area where there's a ton of it's a pretty significant support level from before. So we could reject that right at the open. We could pop right at the open. I'll just keep an eye on it, see what happens. I hope that we drop and do a gap to close so that I can get in, but we'll see what happens there. Tesla is just crushing it though right now. We're up at 950. Okay, we've got 2 minutes. There was only Tesla, I think, will come in right at the open, but I don't think I'm going to risk that because those options are going to be very expensive. These 900 calls are going to be like so expensive. I'm going to keep an eye on some $1,000 puts, maybe 950 puts. 950 puts, 950 calls. A lot of people have the $1,000 calls as well. Throwing those up on my watch list. PayPal. This is where I'm throwing things right now, so PayPal is opening up at like 254. I'm gonna look at the 260 calls here. Oh, markets are open. I'm gonna be a little bit patient today. There's gonna be a lot happening. Oh geez. Okay. Okay, MA. Here's Tesla coming in. I'll take it around 927 long. PayPal coming in a little bit too. We've got SPY and the Qs. Everything's coming in a little bit, but that's not anything crazy. Okay. Disney Daily Squeeze breakdown possibility. If you're in the Discord, you're getting these alerts in the channel as well. So MA is a possible breakout to the upside. It's right here with this daily squeeze. It breaks above this, MA could run. So I'm keeping an eye here on MA. Ooh, will MA do it? Above 363 is like a really good area for MA. So I'm keeping an eye on the 370. The 370s on MA. I'm just gonna keep an eye on those. PDD popping. Tesla back to day high. Well, all-time highs and day high. PayPal coming in still. Keeping an eye on PayPal here. We're coming into a pivot right here. Could bounce to 251. Facebook still dropping. Tesla showing some strength. Let's see here. Tesla still going. Okay, MA. Oh, geez, MA just, those options just went up a lot. Yeah, I'm really confused on what the MA 370 calls are at. Weeble's kind of messing that up right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, PayPal broke that, so now we're at 250. Jeez, Tesla. Tesla's still going. Piton has an inside up day. Piton has such a far ways to go up. Coin pushing a little bit. Tesla's at 963. PDD dropping down, getting close to a gap to close, but it's not that big of a price difference. So some other big movers: MARK, NVAX coming in pretty hard there. I'm trying to look at some levels here for Tesla. I'm looking at around the 990s. I think it's going to struggle around 990. See if it gets up there. PayPal kind of slowly going down. DWAC not doing anything crazy. Facebook coming up a little bit. TMUS is down a lot. Tesla coming up to 670 now. That's where Tesla's finding some weakness. 670 it looks like. MA is looking like it might be rejecting that level up there. Okay, the Qs and SPY both at low of day right now. Okay, yeah, so it's just because it's a Monday, I'm kind of waiting for things to open. Things can be choppy because if you think about it, there's a new weekly candle, new daily candle, and then obviously all the same morning candles. So right now like a 30-minute candle, an hourly candle, a daily candle, and a weekly candle all look the same. So everyone's kind of playing the same candles, and it can make things a little bit choppy. But it can also make huge moves. Okay. Hood is coming in a lot here. We're kind of in a breakdown type of pattern here on the daily. The WAC is coming into a gap to close, but honestly, it's not anything I really want to do. SPY's coming into a pretty nice level here. If you want to buy a dip, go for a dip. Little gap to close here, and now we're in a 5-minute squeeze here. Oh, it's actually in an hourly squeeze as well. This isn't like a huge pullback on SPY, but it's been strong, so I'm gonna pick up one call here at 453 on SPY. But I'm gonna keep a tight stop here. I'm in very small. Actually, I'll add at 69. 452.60. No, I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. Okay, I think something's wrong with Webull right now. After I tell a bunch of people that I've never had a problem with it. Let's see. I feel like these quotes aren't updating. Okay, come on. Give me just a few of these. I'm looking at the 454 calls. I'm on, what the freak? Why am I on the 29th? Okay, on the 29th. 454 calls, yeah, 157. Oh my gosh. It says that I'm not subscribed to real-time quotes. That'll do it. Okay. So I guess I turned off my auto pay for getting options quotes, so they're really delayed right now. That makes a lot more sense why it's not matching up with what's happening. Freaking heck. Okay, 156. Okay, there we go. I'm live now. Jeez. That sucks. Just trying to hit that pop there. Okay, Baba's coming in. Dang, that was a good spot there. 173. Baba, Billy, Google, Microsoft. Beyond Microsoft, what does that look like? Ooh, I'm liking Microsoft. Microsoft calls when it comes down here to 306. Yeah, these Tesla calls and puts are so expensive. I'm not going to touch them. Microsoft can still come down harder. Down to 304 is probably the A+ setup. I'm going to keep an eye on the 305. calls. Dang, I would have added to SPY had I seen the actual quotes. DraftKings coming in. DraftKings is kind of giving up significant levels here on the daily. So I'm at about break even right now on my SPY calls because I didn't get my ad. Because I was buying quotes. Tesla still looks strong, at least stronger than the rest of the market right now. PayPal is struggling to hold this 249, but if it breaks this, I could see a little bit of a slam, but might not. Pin's trying to run a little bit, or yeah, Pin's kind of just holding up a little bit. Wow, MARK is making a big move, actually. PHUN, of course, making a big move. It actually isn't a bad area to take it long. Might just get choppy though. Okay. Okay, weird things are happening right now with my options stuff on Webull, so Coin is looking a little strong right now. Let's check out BITO. How's BITO looking? 40.8. Okay, I'm watching Baba here. Dang. I'm gonna keep an eye here on Baba. Okay, PayPal's really just holding this level that it's been sitting at. Whichever side it breaks, it might break it more significantly. Pin's getting close there to high of day. See if it can create a new high for the day. Pins 51 calls. Those are expensive. Right now I'm mostly just seeing chop in the markets. See if SPY can make new highs here on the 1 minute. It's got to hold 453. There we go. Pushing up a little bit here. Didn't make new highs though, but just tried to push and rejected. Still not over though. Could definitely still do it. Coin is looking like a good long, honestly. It's just looking strong, especially compared to the rest of the markets. It's even strong compared to BITO, I think. Yeah. Now Tesla can do, see what it does with this opening range. It's looking like it's wanting to break down. See if it can hold this level. Okay, PayPal trying to break to the upside, which PayPal has, I mean, it's got a long ways up that it can go, but it's also got a lot of sellers in it. Facebook pushing. Right now, there's nothing really that's extreme. There's nothing running extremely or falling extremely, which that's kind of what I look for my trades. Facebook is definitely looking stronger here than the rest of the market. PayPal pushing. Here comes the markets trying to push again. I do like this little 5-minute squeeze here on SPY, but it could squeeze forever. I mean, it's a little bit more choppy. It's not a great pattern. We got this hourly squeeze though as well on SPY. AMD is being weaker than the rest of the markets right now. Around 118, there's a good level there for yesterday's low. I'll be watching yesterday's low if it can come into there. If we do some extensions here, do the Fibonacci extensions from here. Is that hotkey not work right now? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Okay, I'm watching AMD here. AMD coming in pretty hard here. Let's come on in, AMD. Really wish I got my ad on SPY. My SPY calls, but whatever. I'm trying to just get out now, basically, just for a few cents. And it looks like it's coming in pretty good here. Come on. Okay, I'm out of SPY. Basically even. Okay, I'm watching AMD here. Let's see, we just came in. Oh, come on, AMD, you're right there. Okay, I think I might wait for 118 now on AMD. Just because of that little pop. Unless it decides it still wants to come and crash. See, the options can't be too bad on AMD, I wouldn't think. I like that it's a 5-cent spread. AMD's pushing back up a little bit. Oh, and there goes SPY right after I get out. Nice push and SPY there. 5-minute squeeze looks like it's gonna fire long. That morning dip, that was such a good area to buy. Facebook is at the high. Nice push in the markets right here. AMD back above 119. Slow morning so far, for me anyways. But hey, it's better to just wait for the best setups possible. Today I'm also a little bit sick. You can probably hear. So, not that that's affecting anything. Mostly just the way that I sound. Okay, hood short could be good around this 39 like 20 area. It actually could be a decent area right here off the 5-minute chart. But I like it better around like 39.20. SPY looks like a short to me right here, but I don't see a setup, so I'm not going to take anything, but I don't know, it just looks like a short to me right here. Looks like it's just coming into this little level here that it chopped around at and could definitely reverse, but I'm not taking it. It's not a setup for me. I'm not seeing much here. Space moving up. Fubo. Yeah, AMD. What's NVIDIA doing? NVIDIA's holding up a little bit better than AMD is. Coin seems to be creating a little bit of a flag, little pennant here. Getting a 1 minute squeeze. This could definitely break out. I'm going to check out some coin calls. Let's see what those are at. I want it to come in a little bit first. I can run to like 311.50. And then I'd pick up the 315 calls, which are freaking expensive. There's going to be a lot of time decay, so I'll play the stock on coin. I'm playing the stock on coin. If it comes down here to like 311.54. Hood didn't quite make it up to where I wanted to short it. I was maybe a little greedy in that entry. Snap gap to close. Okay, coin. Come on, give me a chance to get in. Oh, I just missed my entry by 16 cents, but let's see. Oh, I'm filled. 311.60. Starter on coin for a long. We've got a hold here though. It'll be a pretty quick stop for me. So I'm looking for a break of highs for today. Playing this 1 minute squeeze, which I found that this time of day, a 1 minute squeeze does work okay. Other 1 minute squeezes throughout the day can really, it could be more chop. Need BITO to break out too. It would probably break out at the same time. Dang, AMD, that was the bottom of AMD apparently, down there. Dang it. Disney moving on up, holy. Okay, that looks bigger than it is. If you look, that's only 1 point. Not as big of a move as it really is. Tesla coming in here. Tesla, this could be a short trigger right here, the low of day break. Opening range. With this downward, I mean, we're creating this triangle to the downside. Coin's not looking like it's wanting to hold. I'm still in it though. Airbnb popping. New high of day there. Man, lots of chop today. Lots of different price action throughout the markets. The hard thing is now with SPY, I think we're going to be stuck in this opening range for a little bit. Got a pretty wide opening range. You're going to be stuck in that for a little bit. Coin, it's still right there. Pattern still looks good to me. However, I mean, it could break down instead of break to the upside. So the thing with a continuation play, you're going to be predicting where it's going. Pins is still just hanging out down here. I like that it made a higher low that time, and it has a higher high here. Tells me that it could be a breakout to the upside here for pins. Just the fact that we went a little higher, came in, we've got a 1 and now a 2. A 2 up, even though it's red. Uber, possibly daily shift. What is that? Oh yeah, Uber's in this daily squeeze right here. Could be shifting momentum to the upside. Okay. How about something can move? Come on, let's move. Come on, coin, just run. Break out. Let's just go to 320. Let's go. I'm glad I bought the stock on this so I don't have to worry about time decay. Playing this 1 minute squeeze, I really thought that it was gonna happen quicker, but it's okay. So today so far, not nearly as good as last week where it was done in the first like 20 minutes almost every day, first 30 minutes. Today things are just not moving like they should be, or like I want them to be, I should say. Let's see. Let's check out one of my other scanners here. This one right here. Usually this list is really big, so the fact that it's not tells you there's not much moving, because this is an ATR list. So it's telling me what's moving more than normal, and there's only that many that match my criteria with enough volume and enough volume and movement. Let's check some of these out. SE. Oh, dang, that was a good move. KMB. Okay. Reason this isn't showing is because of this. There we go. Okay, BRPM is the biggest mover. BNE. Okay, here we go, coin. Come on, break it, break it, break it. Coin over 313.27 is what I'm looking for. We got a big seller there. Oh, pop. Pop goes the weasel. Here we go. Pretty decent little move there. I'm up 2 points right now. And I'm holding for this breakout, which I don't love to do, actually. You know what? I'm going to take some off. Trying to take some off here at 313.84. I'm gonna wait a second. Come on. So the worst thing to happen with a squeeze is if it pops and then rejects. That's the worst case scenario. Well, not worst case, but second worst case compared to it just dropping. Okay, there we go, 314. Okay, I'll take some here, 314.40. Oh, freak. That's annoying. So I was hitting sell the bid rather than sell the ask. I don't know why this hotkey is... Oh, that's annoying. Technical difficulties today. Wondering why I was getting filled so fast. Makes sense now. There we go, 315s. Let's go, coin. Try and take some more off at 315.30. How much do I even have left? Oh, a little under half my position is left. Big seller at 315.19. So we break 315.19. I think we break out pretty hard. But it's going to be hard for it to do it. Here we go. Let's go. Push. 315.05. Yeah, so I'm in. I've got my limit order at 315.36 for 3.5 points. Here we go. It's trying to test this 315.19. And it passed it. I got filled. I'm going to hold the last, like, what is this, a sixth of my position-ish. I really shouldn't. It's a decent move. Nice little day trade. Tesla decided to hold and pop. Okay, I'm taking the rest off here at 3. right there. What did I even get filled at? It popped as soon as I hit sell. That was a nice trade. Rode that from 311.60 up to 316. So this was just based off of the upward momentum, the strength versus the market, and actually the strength versus the BITO ETF. Coin is clearly stronger than it has been. Just straight price action. And we squoze here, squeeze, 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 and there's the pop. Yeah, you could still hold this based off of just the upward momentum, but the squeeze has fired. Doesn't mean that it's over. 5 minutes going overbought. So it's a good time to take profit intraday. For me personally. My last fill was 315.75. I think that or AMD to the long side here at 118 was a good trade. Actually, AMD is a decent short now to go with the trend back on down and try and break. You break this low, you've got a pretty nice move back down, all the way down to like 116. Possibly. If this popped up into like 119.90, that'd be a really good spot for a short on AMD, in my opinion. I'm just not seeing, like, there's just not a whole bunch right now. QSR? What is that? This could really break down. CHK. That doesn't look good. BE, that doesn't look good. It's making pretty good moves right there. Okay, well this is how it turns out sometimes. Monday mornings can either be like the most volatile day of the week or the least volatile day of the week. It's usually not anywhere in between. It's usually one or the other. And today it chose to be the least volatile morning. Even with some of these big gap ups, they just kind of held their spot. Like Tesla, pins, you know, they're just kind of holding where they opened. So there's no gap to close or anything. GRNQ. Hey, this one's setting up into a pattern. Not really something I want to trade, but Mark. Nope. Could play this 1 minute squeeze to the upside with the momentum shifting up. All this holding. I mean, but the trend's pretty downward, so I wouldn't really want to go against the trend on that. Facebook coming back in a little bit from its pop. Oh. AMD missed my spot by 10 cents. Now I'd raise actually a little bit more to like 120. Like 119.90. Yeah, I've got my short order on AMD 119.98. Things are just so slow. I don't want to do the options because they were so volatile last week. I know that almost everything is going to have high theta. And if things don't move like they aren't right now, then you're just going to get crushed in time decay, which I don't want to be crushed in time decay. No, AMD, hold, go up higher, a little bit higher. There we go. AMD held that 1 minute 20. Looking for a push here. Coin's still holding up. Still up there at 315.70, 315.60-ish. Nice coin. I'm going to let AMD actually try and pop past 120 now. It's just holding too well. I just wanted to have a nice push. Gets a nice push, that's where I want to short into it, but so far I'm not seeing exactly what I want to see. Tesla pushing back up. See if we break all-time highs here. Okay, AMD pushing. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, pushing, pushing, pushing. I want to see a little stronger push. Oh, come on. Went right into that pivot point, a daily pivot point level. Question is, do you think Tesla's going to break the all-time highs here? Or is it going to create a higher low or a lower high? AMD's trying. I'll take Tesla short as soon as it breaks out the high, because I think people jump in long and it's already way overbought short term. It'd be a good area to start. So like 972-ish. Let's see, 969. Man, Tesla is crazy. Gonna break 970 here. Hood is at the short level that I was talking about, but let's see. Okay. Actually, what's happening there with Hood? Oh, I can't short it. 39.22 is where I just tried to short it, but it won't let me. Okay, I'll be watching Tesla. Here we go, 970. Here we go, pop up. Okay, breaking the highs, 971. I'm going to start short at 972. Still pushing. I'm gonna wait for a sec. Hold on. 973s. I'm watching the tape and it's just pushing so hard. Okay. I started there at 972.60. Short. Plenty of room to add here. I started small, so the idea of this was that people are going to, as soon as it breaks out, people are going long here because it's hitting all-time highs, but it's already so high. I think other people that were stuck in it anywhere here are going to start to take profit as soon as it broke that high. So now it's a fight between, okay, there we go. 970. Oh, I'm gonna try and ride this down to 970-ish. 969, 970. Let's see here. It looks like it's holding now. Should have taken profit there. I'm still okay to hold this though, just because I have such a small position. Wow. Tesla pushing again. I'm looking for an ad on Tesla. Short, but that one red bar is what I was predicting, but it's going a little higher than I thought now. We're at all-time high, so I just have to watch price action basically. AMD's at that 120 level that I liked. That's also why I'm playing Tesla safe. I'm like, I have a way small position. I like AMD here, short. Okay, I'm adding some here on Tesla, 978. Okay, added there at 978. So my average is 975.50. Probably, honestly, just going to be taking it off even now at this point. I'll take off that ad off even, but I think, I don't know, we'll see. Depends what it does here. Okay, we're back into 90.75. I'm back to even right now on Tesla. It bounced off my level. Man, this is so choppy here. I really like AMD short, but Tesla pushed back up there to highs. $973 is where I'm looking for my target. But any kind of quick drop, I'll probably buy. Well, get out some of it. Need to drop into the 975s. go. Oh. Man, the thing just pops. Any drop, it just pops right back up. Okay. I took half off of Tesla at basically break even. It was a slight profit, but this makes it so I can add higher. So, and let it run. What I probably should have done is just taken it all off and re-entered, honestly, if I think it's going to go higher. Okay, there we go, though. There's a little breakdown. Okay, let's come on in, Tesla. Okay, I'm still just waiting here on Tesla. There we go. Okay, now as long as we stay under 974, I'm in. We break 974, go up to 975, I'm going to cut it. Okay, I'm cutting it. Ah, it didn't get filled. Looks like I'm not cutting it yet. I tried to get out there, but didn't get filled. It popped a little too fast. Here we go, break of highs. We've got the Qs pushing, which is definitely helping Tesla. Okay, let's see if I can just get out even here on this little dip back down. No, I'm holding this. Let's go. Let's break. Let's break. Break it. Okay, out there at 973.20 for 2 points. So there's the pullback on Tesla I like. So this is what we call the broadening formation. And this happens all the time. So I try not to take profits or take losses based off of breaking highs and lows, because this pattern happens all the time. So as you see this right here, this is like a squeeze, right? Which we had a perfect 1 minute squeeze that we could have played. But up here, this is what I call the broadening formation, or what is called the broadening formation. So what this is, well, you see how this is a 1 per the strat. Broadening formation like that. So it gets more and more volatile. So what it's doing is breaks out, comes in, breaks the previous candle's high, breaks, in this case, that's all-time highs right there that's breaking. So it breaks all-time highs and then rejects. And, well, now it could keep following this pattern. Or we might pop off the lower leg of this broadening formation and try and make new highs again. And eventually it breaks out of one side or the other. Which Tesla, but just being as strong as it is, I would think it's going to eventually break out to the upside. Mostly because this 5 minute isn't overbought enough yet for me. For like a longer term trade. Not longer term, but like longer than a few minutes. So now we might come up here, break the highs, reject it, come all the way back down. We'll see though. Okay, let's see what else is running. Net. Net going straight up like it knows how to do. I'm shocked the net held during these pullbacks. AMD pushing. AMD is up above the levels that I really wanted it at. I do think this is a short at some point. But this is just kind of grinding. See that? Just a grind, grind, grind. Now this is a drop. That's emotion right there. Bounces a little bit. Emotional right there. See how big this candle got right here? What I should do is turn this on. This right here. Emotional move. This was too, but I don't think that was a valid tick. I don't think it really went up that high right then. I think that was probably a block trade that went through. Okay, pins. What are you gonna do? You gonna hold? That's the question. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it a day here. Not quite the day I wanted, but we are green. Had two pretty decent trades. I would say coin was the best trade of the day. This awesome pattern up into this triangle here. There's the high of day break that we were looking for. And we've got this nice pennant here. And then we got this nice tight squeeze here on the 1 minute chart and the breakout. Got in right here. Here, I'm just gonna. Got in right here for in between the two moving averages, which is an 8 and a 21 moving average. Held our level and the breakout. And we got out, we scaled out from 314 to 315.75 was my last exit. Somewhere right there. And we actually have another 1 minute squeeze right now trying to push up. The pattern isn't quite as good as this pattern was, but it's still holding strong. We're making higher highs, higher lows, so you could potentially think this is going to make a higher high. As long as it doesn't, it might just bounce off though, because we already made a big move. So another big move is just less likely, but it could happen. It's not something I'm going to take, but that was our trade. In here, out here, it was like a 10-minute trade. And then Tesla. Could have taken it long here on this squeeze. We did have a downtrending, just making the lower highs, which is usually a little bit bearish. But the fact that we just kept holding, tells you that, I mean, it still has buyers in it every time it bounced off of the opening range. And even when it broke the opening range right here, that only lasted a second and then it popped. So you could have bought it off that squeeze with a low, then if the momentum started to shift, it's probably where you should have stopped out. But this squeeze clearly worked. But we didn't do it there. We actually waited for it to break the highs. And then I shorted it right here at 972.80. Nailed the top, but didn't get I had a little bit of a brain fart, honestly. It didn't. My buttons were messed up on my hotkeys. And when it came back down, I was up 2 points, which decent little scalp in 30 seconds. The buttons wouldn't work So I just messed up and I didn't hit an exit, but I should have around 970, which I don't know if it would have got filled, maybe. But then it pops and we added at 978. And then I took half off at pretty much break even here on this pullback to 975. I think it was like 975.10 or something. Then when it popped here, I tried to get out, but missed my exit. Got out down here at 973. So pretty decent little trade. It did chop me up a little bit, but I also noticed the broadening range. So I didn't stop out when it hit these highs. When it broke these highs, that wasn't my stop, because that's where everybody's stop is. So that is not where I put my stop. I go just above it or just below it. So just like this, I know a lot of people that were short here maybe, or short anywhere in here. A lot of their stops were probably here, which caused it just to pop up above that just a little bit. So that's where I want to short. So that's why I chose that area right there. Plus, I'm just watching the tape, reading it, seeing the strength. And when I saw this coming in, I saw that it had a lot of weakness in it. So I held a little bit longer than getting out break even. And of course, we have the ready aim fire down here being way overbought. Anywhere above 3 is like crazy overbought or oversold. +3 or -3. So those are my trades for the day. I didn't want to hold this Tesla short for the whole day. I mean, it could work. It might break down. But the larger time frames aren't crazy overbought. I guess the 60-minute is. But the 5-minute for intraday, not really overbought. We're obviously way the heck up here on the daily. Yeah, so I could have held some to try and ride it back down, but I really want to short it like around 1,000. That's the number I think it really will reject, but looks like our short was pretty good. We'd be up 5 points right now because my average is 975.50. But yeah, and if you check out the broadening range, we're still following the pattern. We'll see what happens. See if we can break out to the high and see what happens with this broadening range. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. So I'm going to call it a day there. Hope you guys are having a good day. And I'll see you in the next live video.